Hello everyone, welcome to the Village of Words. The word relation for this video is industrial factory, a lot of waste. Instead of exporting finished products from their home country, like exports made from China, some products are made in the country that they are selling to. Only the materials are shipped from abroad. These products are made using local factories. Having local factories makes it easier to distribute the products, while phone products like iPhone are made in China. Factories are invention of the recent capitalist modern times. Anyway, wealth creates excess. And with excess, there is bound to be waste. I had never worked in a factory before, but I do notice most of the products sold in the shopping complex are brand new or recently manufactured. So I'm curious to know where goes all the older products. Hence, I assume all the older products are disposed of. Same goes with the fashion industry. I think older clothes are sold at some second-hand shops, while most older clothes are disposed of. Whether fashion or food industry, anything that is mass-produced in factories has a lot of excess and waste. That is what capitalism has brought in. With capitalism being such wasteful in excess, it is strange that there are capitalists pushing the mentally ill to work, like a few in my Facebook mentally ill community. These capitalists are like greedy pigs thinking everyone should work, all the while ignoring or forgetting that capitalist factories brought excess and waste. So by right, not everyone should work, as they can be considered excess that is not used. Perfection should be about accuracy, having enough for everyone. But capitalism is always about excess that are wasted, while productivity in working is different. Anyway, I believe capitalism should revise defining themselves. In matters thinking everyone should work, like waste, they are just those who do not get use. Maybe I'm getting things wrong. Maybe capitalist excess means there should be excess in workers, meaning everyone should work and more. But what is having everyone work and more means? Rather, I view everyone working as perfection. As capitalism is about waste, it is not surprising that we also waste our wealth, not properly using our money. We buy needless things with our money. This might be controversial, but in fact, I believe we do not need to eat. At least a grown adult with some weight in him does not need to eat. We eat because of desire and enjoyment for food. Though I admit that food desire is an addiction. There would be withdrawals in the form of food cravings if one fasts. Therefore, I cannot blame people who succumb to food addiction. But at least one should try and fast. There are people complaining about starving people in Africa. Yet there are rich people who live in wealth with countless access. Maybe poor Africans is not considered as your own people. Yet rich people do not even feed their own poor people as well. Besides industrial factory producing a lot of excess and waste, factories also produces pollution waste. We often heard factories dumping their toxic waste in rivers. There is also air pollution from power plants and accidental sea pollution from oil rigs. Factories need a supply of materials to make their products. War will disrupt the material supply for factories, hence halting the operation of factories. Therefore, war will affect the economy and capitalism. Next, I do not know the reason, but the location of the factory is written down in the casing of the products. After that, factories are places to make the company's products. Factories are not places for managerial things. Managerial things are done in the company's headquarters. Next, as long as there is a demand for a product, manufacturers can operate. That is, if the manufacturer can deliver a steady supply for the products. Hence, business runs on demands. So the demand numbers for the products must be accurate. But I think businesses monitors demands based on sales. After that, manufacturers extrapolate the excess for their products. But of course, there are bound to be products that are wasted. If a company is declining, I do not know how long before they cut their production. But before that, there is obviously layoffs, people getting fired. Finally, I question modern education and the demand for workers. Students are taught university courses, but later in the end, the open positions for workers is usually limited. So isn't education bringing excess and waste similar to factories? Aren't schools no different from factories wasting products? That's all for this video. Hit like, share, or comment down below.